This is the short stroke from the side view, and notice the angle of my back should be about 45 degrees the whole time, and that leveraging my core. I'm not really sitting up, okay? Here we go. So, go. This is the short stroke from the back view. The thing to look out for is making sure that the paddle is vertical the whole time and that we're not doing the collapsing like what we do with the long stroke. Okay, and also the rotation is what you're looking for. Okay, this is the short stroke from the back view. Go. Short stroke from the front of the boat position. So what to look out for are things like the rotation of the shoulder, and then also the engaging of the core. Okay, making sure also the arms are in a power U position. This is short stroke from the front view. Here we go. Okay, short stroke from the outboard position. Short stroke. Here we go. To look out for is the vertical nature of the stem. Okay, here we go. The next demonstration is the long stroke from the side view. Again, watch the back, make sure that it's not slumped, and that the arms are in a power U position. Here we go. The long stroke from the side position. Go. Demonstration of the long stroke from the rear position. The thing to watch out for here is that the blades do not come crashing onto the side of the gunnel. Okay, and also making sure that the shoulders rotate as well. This is the long stroke from the rear position. Long stroke from the outboard position. Go. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate the long stroke from the coach's position. Long stroke is leveraging your legs and your back and rotate and unrotate at the same time. All right, this is the long stroke from the coach's position. Go. lines. For instance, just arm paddle. Here, this is what we're talking about, arm paddle. And continue to roll. You don't have to stop, okay? Arm paddle. You can see people doing this, or worse, sitting up and doing this. Arm paddling and wrist roll. So, we'll not do that now. Some people get the hinging very well, which is with a long stroke. They hinge, however they don't rotate. So this is what the hinge looks like without the rotation. And then you have the worm effect. All right.
It's more like a chicken.
Okay, more like a chicken. So those are the things to watch out for. Now the other thing is, from the side view, it may be difficult to see when the blade comes out too much. And the way you can see that is when the inside arm drops all the way in. So here, this is what when you drop the inside arm. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, the other thing that some paddlers do is you hear the clicking noise when you at the end of the paddle, instead of quickly snapping back to the recovery, there's a pause, and sometimes you hear the dropping of the paddle on the gunnel. So it sounds like this. So this is what to watch out for and also listen to. If you hear that, that means they're dropping their paddle on the gunnel and actually holding back. So this is these are things to look out for when you're sitting at the front of the boat. So same thing what we did from the side of the boat. Okay, so this is the demonstration of what the arm paddle is all about. Okay, now let's look at an improvement, which is the hinging, however not rotation. Okay, here we go. And then this is what we call the worm, or now the chicken technique. All right. Now let's look at what happens if your inside arm drops too much. Okay. What happens is that the outside blade comes way up and really not effective when it comes to trying to paddle efficiently. Here we go. And that applies to both short and long stroke.
Yep.
Now the last thing is the clanging of the blade of the paddle onto the gunnel. Typically that happens when there's a bit of a rest at the end of the stroke, which is at the end of the pole, which actually we should be snapping back as soon as possible, and then holding it at the catch position. But this is what to look out for if they're holding back at the end of the pole position. And you'll see that a lot, especially as the paddler is getting tired, and or at the end of the towards the end of the practice, and you'll see a lot of that. So when you see that, and if more people are doing the same thing, you may want to take a break so that people can catch their breath and then give their 100% again. We want to have people give 100% throughout the practice, and so taking frequent breaks may be needed.
Oh,
right?
one point before I forget is all these, I guess,
Things
non-ideal, the non-ideal paddles is really fundamentally a breakdown in the power U, if you think about it, right? So if you don't maintain your power U, you start doing all those things. So.
Yes, exactly. You're breaking the power U by doing the arm paddle.
Yep.
However, if you're hinging, you can still maintain the power U. However, you're not really effectively using your whole body. It's
Yeah.
much more powerful when you're rotating.
Yep.
And then as far as the recovery, when you're slamming your paddle to the gunnel, that's going to be the biggest thing that we're going to be working on this season, is to do that snap and work on the power in the front of the stroke. Okay, and I think that's going to be the secret to our success this year. We're going to try to make a run for the competitive division, and if we do this correctly, I think we'll have a good chance. 210, baby.